so that in a couple years I will be able to build my own. So that's a fun fact about me. Orlando, welcome to the stage. Mark, it's always great to be in spaces with you as well. Welcome to the room. Right now, we are just going around doing icebreakers. A majority of people have gone as just Joyce and Orlando. And the question is, what is your name? Where are you from or where you reside? And what's something that either excites you or scares you about AI before we get into the topic of the room? Joyce, are you ready to go?
Yes, ma'am, because I think I might have had an echo because you know what I told you I was doing, right? So, testing, audio test. You can hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. All right. So, I am Joyce, as my PTR says. I'm in here in the cold Omaha, Nebraska. Well, actually, Lincoln, Nebraska, home of Malcolm X, just so you know. But what excites me about AI is the fact that I can create short form video. I'm a storyteller, author. So I think it's a lane I'm just going to love being in. So that's what excites me. And I'm mute.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for being here. And look, for those of you who do not know and are new, Joyce is actually a fambassador. If you don't know what a fambassador is pretty much somebody that is a partner to the platform that helps to welcome new users on here. She hosts different rooms throughout the week where you can come into a room just like this, and she will give you an onboarding or orientation on how Fanbase works and best practices on how to start a room and maybe what days to do it on. So she, along with a few other people on here, if you click on her PTR, you well, this, I don't think this is the one. Is it Memoirs that has the purple check?
Oh, this is the other. I have two profiles. So this is my first one. But yeah,
Gotcha.
the memoirs, I think it says memoirs. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, just know that Joyce, she has two profiles. One says Memoirs, one says Joyce. She is always opening up onboarding rooms. Do you mind giving the schedule again for people who might be interested in coming in?
I definitely will, and I'll do better. I'll put the link to the scheduler. The only one that we have is on the web, and you'll see my room along with some other rooms that you may want to visit throughout the week. I'll be glad to put that in the chat. But it's 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Central Time, and that's Monday through Friday.
Awesome. Thank you
Back
for that. I'm just bringing some people up to the stage. So hey, new people, Orlando, Yoshika, Jam, Tashel. I hope I'm saying your names right. I appreciate you all being here. We are still going through the icebreakers, and then we'll jump into the topic. But we are talking about all things AI, or should I say the basics, the fundamentals, the things that even some intermediate and advanced people, you go and you might ask them these questions and they'll be like, I don't know that answer. Because sometimes we come in at different points. We come in and we are approaching AI and how we learn it differently. So I'm excited for us to be here. And Yoshika, thank you also for being able to make space to be here. Athena, before we finish with icebreakers, do you mind just doing kind of a reset for amplify what it is from your perspective and what is it that we formed before we continue with the icebreakers?
Sure thing. Welcome, everybody. Super excited to have you all here at the Amplified Network Camp. Super excited about today's trivia game. It's going to be a lot of fun and just a creative way to lean into all things artificial intelligence. Uh, Amplify AI Network was developed to be a collective of individuals, and it's growing, who desire to know about artificial intelligence, utilize it in their day-to-day activities, their businesses, their organizations, And our premise, and I really feel like our foundation is that no one is left behind. And so we want to make it as simple as possible to learn because there's many parts of artificial intelligence that we ourselves are learning from the ground up. And we've just decided to put our boots on, strap them up, and learn it from the ground up. And as we learn, we teach. So, right, you learn something, you teach someone, and then you move forward. So that is the premise of this particular community here on Fanbase. We have also extended it to an external community where there's a lot more activity, a lot more interaction, and we have a lot of exciting things to come for Amplify Network, and we are just super excited about it. I yield.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that recap. Yoshika and Tashelle, um, also, I want to say it's not Sierra, Saria. Could it be Saria? I love that name. It's pretty, even though I'm struggling with how to pronounce it. I hope that that's the right pronunciation. I'll bring you up. Is it Saria? Did I get it right?
Yes, it's Syria.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That is so pretty. Well, welcome to the
Thank
room.
you.
I don't know if you're comfortable with going next. We have one, two, three, I think three more people to do introductions. The icebreaker question is, what is your name? Where are you from? And what's something that either excites you about AI or scares you about AI? Do you feel like
Uh, hold on, y'all. I'm shy. Hold on.
you're good? I can come back to you. Take some time to
Okay.
think about it, and I'll come back to you. Okay? Either
Okay.
to Shell. Are you able to speak?
Yes, ma'am. Hello,
Awesome.
everyone. My name is Tashelle. I am originally from Oklahoma. I live in Oregon. And I'm not afraid of AI at all. What I'm excited about is all of the possibilities. They're almost like endless. So it's like when you're an entrepreneur, when you're starting a business, to have that, just to have the even a little bit of knowledge to go in and try to just create some stuff. And then I'm seeing all this stuff that you can do. Honey, I'm just excited about the possibilities personally. If I hope I answered the question.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you for being here, Tisha. Appreciate you. Orlando, it is on you if you're able to speak. Same question.
Oh no, I love AI.
I love that. So where are you from?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you for being here. Jam, that leaves you. You're the last one on the stage. Same question.
I'm having difficulty for some reason.
Can hear you now.
Hello?
Yeah.
Um, I'm elated about AI and its possibilities and how it's gonna. I'm gonna I'm gonna I'm gonna probably get in a lot of trouble for saying this. I think AI is gonna help to break a lot of generational curses, like Isaac talked about. But he said that about the this app, but it's gonna go deeper with the AI. I'm gonna leave that alone for right now.
I love that. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for contributing to the conversation. Those are the kind of conversations that I like to have. We you get to go deep and unpack and really do some mental gymnastics. So there's definitely a place for that. Thank you for being here. I just want to extend a welcome to everyone that's in the basement right now. Gangsta, Kefi, Mark, uh, Dana. If I've pronounced any of your names wrong, I apologize. It is not intentional. If you all would like to come to the stage and give your introduction or put it in the chat, feel free to do so. Um, all you have to do is raise your hand if you'd like to come up to the stage or put it in the chat. Gangsta Nerd said, "Hey, if any of you need AI material, let me know. I actually work in the field. Would love for more people who look like me. I'm a DevSecOps cloud engineer, and I'm responsible for building out Intech's infrastructure for AIML." Nice. So we are definitely will be able to talk. And Mark said, "I'm listening right now until I get to my location." He said his name is Mark. I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm not excited about AI, nor am I afraid of a best case scenario. I am working with it while it works for me. I know that's right. I know that's right. Then Yoshika, that leaves you last person, right? Before we jump into the basics of AI terminology, and we'll get into some trivia. Yoshika, same question. Your name, where you're from, and is there something that excites or scares you about AI?
Hi, everybody. I'm Yoshika Corner. I am I'm a speech language pathologist who loves who happens to love artificial intelligence. I'm from Louisiana, and what I love so much about AI is the ability to create AI film. I love um, creating film, AI videos, AI music, um, building GPTs. I just love everything about it and the possibilities, the things that, the things that it could do for people in their everyday life. Just makes me very excited. Um, so that's how I feel about AI. I'm not afraid of it. Um, of course, people AI is in the hands of people that will do evil things with it. Of course, people would say that it's bad, it's not good, but I just look at the positive aspects of AI and what it could do for people, for all of us. It pretty much for me levels the playing field. Like everybody becomes equal, because we're all able to create whatever we dream about in our minds, whatever we imagine, we're able to create it. We're able to bring it to life. I yield.
Awesome, awesome. I love that. So let me just first say icebreakers are important, I think, because it allows you to be able to see who you are in company with, right? That people are sometimes in your own cities, your own state, your own country. They are at the same point in their journey with trying to learn AI. They may think the same way about AI that you do. They might have hesitations the way that you do. And so, especially in these audio spaces where we can't really like reach out and touch somebody, it's important to kind of curate this living room kind of feel. And knowing who you're in a room with is a big part of that. We have successfully gone through the icebreakers for a majority of the people in the room. And so I feel comfortable in moving us forward. It is 7:46, and I will tell you that this room was not meant to be a long 2-3 hour room like we usually do. But we're just going to see where this takes us. And we're going to have some fun doing it. If you have to leave, if you have to go, do not feel bad about that. Do not feel ashamed about that, because the rooms can go on for a while. But we do hope that you can stay, at least to have a conversation, a great conversation about some of these AI terms. So here's how I see the room going, okay? One is I want us to have a conversation around 10 terms, right? Just to make sure that we've all heard of the term, we're familiar with what the term is, and then how it relates to what it is that we do. And then towards the end, we'll jump into that trivia, okay? And the trivia will somewhat cover some of the terms, but then it'll be other things that we're not even going to talk about. And it's just to expand our knowledge about AI. And I'm going to pull that video from YouTube. Okay. All right. So jumping straight in, 10 terms, 10 terms. Okay. I'm going to verbally say it. I'm also going to put them in the chat. right? So even if you got to leave and come back, you will be able to keep up in the chat because I'm going to have them numbered in the chat, okay? So, number one, does everybody know what AI stands for? AI. What does AI stand for? Can someone come off of the mic? You do not have to put up the blue dot for this, right? Just someone come off the mic besides Athena and besides Yoshika and besides Marshall. What does AI stand for? Does anybody know?
Artificial intelligence?
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Artificial intelligence. Now, Danielle, can I ask you, there is no pressure with this, but why do you think AI is called artificial intelligence? What would be the reason or the breakdown of that? And there's no pressure there. I'll open that question up to the room as well.
I'm not too sure.
Okay. All right. What about Latanya? What about Marshall? What would be the reason for naming something artificial intelligence?
Marshall's too advanced.
And Latanya, do you want to try it?
Yes, I would say that it's artificial because it's a database of compiled information from all over the world. So you get everything in one source.
Okay, that's one way to look at it. Tishelle, can I pick on you? When you hear the word or the terms artificial intelligence, what does that make you think? How does that word make you feel? What is it saying or conveying?
Well, knowing what I know, being as though I feel like it's called that because it is something that we are. It's it's not something that's automatically known. It's not information that's out there. It's being taught information. It's being fed information. So it's learning as it goes, as we feed it. That's my just overall look at it. If that makes sense.
Gotcha. Sounds good. All right, and I want you all to know that the reason for kind of
Is that
talking this
plan?
out is not because it's like a aha or a gotcha moment. It's to sometimes when we hear words, we hear different things that come with them, right? When someone hears artificial intelligence, they're not thinking the same thing that I might be thinking or you might be thinking, but we're going to read the actual
I just came
definition of
back
it,
too.
right? Because even I could come up with something that's not really the definition. So here's the definition, right? And then I'm going to give the definition in a couple of different ways. So, artificial intelligence. And Marsha, did you want to take a
I'll
stab
read
at
over
it
there.
before I give the actual definition?
All right.
You're good to go. Go ahead. I'm responding to Athena in the
Okay.
chat. You do your
Okay,
thing.
cool. All right. So, artificial intelligence, the dictionary, Oxford language definition, right, is the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision making, and translation between languages. Now, for anyone that likes definitions, that's nice. But for anyone that's like, what did you just say? What was all of that? The more simplified version of that is artificial intelligence is teaching computers to think and make decisions like people. That's the best way to really capture it, right? Artificial intelligence, AI, is teaching computers to think and make decisions like people. I'll give you an example. So if you are familiar with how Siri works in our phones, how Hey Google works in our phones, how Hey Alexa works in our homes, these are computers that have been taught to make decisions and speak like people. And that's really what artificial intelligence is at its core. Okay, are we good with that? We'll move on to the next term. You all put a thumbs up or a green check if we are good with artificial intelligence and that definition. Okay, all right, we're going to go to the next one. And the next one is a little bit tougher. Okay, it's machine learning. Machine learning. Does anybody want to come off the mic and just give what they think machine learning is? It's okay if it's not the right answer. That's not what this is about. It's not about, we're going to get it right together. Okay. But let's just throw out, when you hear machine learning, what does it make you think of? What's the first thing that comes to mind? Just somebody come off and just say whatever they think.
Well, did anyone want to go first?
You got it, Latanya. It's on you.
Okay. Machine learning for me is the idea of the machine learning what we program it to, but it's also advancing to get a more advanced and accurate and precise answer or process of doing something that's more, I'm sorry, that it is more advanced is the word that I want to use for advanced, that is going through and it's looking at the pros and cons and it's coming up with the best pros to move forward. That's what comes to me. Were you able to hear me?
Oh, I went on mute. My bad. Yes, I can hear you. Thank you so much for contributing, Latanya. Appreciate it. We are definitely going to go over the dictionary definition, and then I'm going to give the simplified definition. But I want to see if there's anybody else that would like to take a stab at it. Machine learning. When you hear about machine learning, what does that make you think? What do you think that's talking about? Dana, welcome to the stage. Happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
When I don't know anything about computers, I'm a licensed practical nurse. That's all I've been doing for the last 30 years. So my perception of machine learning is like a newborn baby and teaching it how to walk, talk, think, and so on. That's my perception of what machine learning may be.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Thank you for coming to the stage and thank you for contributing. Is there
Thank
anybody
you.
else that would like to take a stab at it before I read the dictionary definition?
I was thinking for in the healthcare field where doctors need machines for things and you program the machine to do a certain procedure or treatment, something of that nature.
Okay, sounds good. I'm not here to shoot anything down or affirm anything. We're just going to say the things that we think it is and group think. And then we're going to go and get what the source says and then break it down to the simplified version. So thank you all for contributing. Is there anybody else that would like to go before I read the dictionary definition?
I would say that machine learning is when the computers learn from the data that is given to it, and it improves over time. And it just figures out over time to learn different patterns. So it's just pretty much learning from what is being given to it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like what Dana was explaining about a baby. I'm a speech language pathologist, and just working with little children and just kind of navigating them, helping them, almost like scaffolding, just building upon their language skills a little bit at a time, feeding them information. That's pretty much what machine learning is for me, but it's dealing with computers. how the computer interprets data and patterns and learn from that over time. I yield.
Love it, love it, love it. And again, I'm gonna keep saying this. What's amazing about these rooms is we have people at all different stages of AI in this room on this stage, right? And whether you are a beginner and you know nothing about technology, nothing about AI, or you've been doing this for a minute, there's so much that we can learn from everyone. Sometimes I'm in spaces with people who are very well knowledgeable about AI, but they can't explain it. They understand it themselves, but they can't explain it. Sometimes it's the newbies who have the best way of being able to give the right examples and be able to explain it in a way where everyone gets it. So I don't want anyone to think or feel because you're in an earlier stage in the process that you can't provide value in a conversation, which is why we're doing this. People who are not as well versed in AI are able to communicate and articulate just based off talking about what they think it is. And we all kind of collectively come around that simplified version that everyone can understand. So thank you, thank you. All right, so we're going to jump into the dictionary definition, which sometimes can be intimidating, but here it goes. Machine learning is the use and development of computer systems that are able to learn and adapt without following explicit instructions by using algorithms and statistical models to analyze and draw inferences from patterns in data. What? What? If all I had was a dictionary to learn all things, I think I would be a little lost, right? Especially hearing that for the first time. Which is why we're here doing this together. Because you're not just about to tell me, go look up the definition and think that I'm good. No. So, what's the simplified version of that? Well, I'll tell you. The simplified version is machine learning is a way for computers to learn new things by finding patterns in data, like how we learn from practice. So, when a machine or our computers can look at all of this different data that comes in and it has been trained to find the patterns in that data, that is a machine that is learning, right? The machine is learning, the computer is learning, and it has been designed to learn. So you can take the example of you know, computer, like when we get on Instagram, right? Our algorithm is learning us. It's learning what we click on. It's learning what we like. It's learning who we're friends with. How it's learning how long we spend on a certain thing. And so one could say that technology is learning us, right? And what does it then do with that data? Machine learning, it is learning something, learning, looking at data and learning from it. Okay, that's the simplified version. Marshall, I saw the blue dot. It's on you.
Okay, so in terms of art generation, here's how I explain it in terms of Midjourney. I started with Midjourney maybe October of 2023, and at that point, Midjourney, if you just put in a black person in a prompt description, it would literally give you a black person, like to the description. It There was no shade of skin complexion, there was no range at that point. And so as I began to continue to prompt for different ways of articulating an African American person, trying to describe me to a machine, it began to learn different ways of receiving the information based on what I was putting in the description. So now, fast forward to 2025, it's very easy for me to prompt engineer for a person of color because it continued to learn based on the inputs that I was given. I hope that makes sense. I'll yield.
I'm on mute. Oh, I see the applause. Marshall, thank you so much for that example, that real world example, because I think it helps to bring everything full circle. I think that that is an excellent example, and I hope you'll be able to share some more as we continue to go through the terms. Is there anybody who still feels like they may need another example for either artificial intelligence or machine learning? I'm also putting the simplified definitions in the chat right now, so bear with me. We're on number 2. We're going to 10, okay? We've done artificial intelligence and we've done machine learning. Looks like we are good. Give me 1 second while I type this in so we have this. Our next Another example that I can provide on machine learning is think about Netflix. When you get on Netflix and it is watching or it is paying attention to the different selections that you're making and the movies that you like to watch, maybe it's a specific actor. It's noticing that you keep clicking on things that have Denzel Washington in them, or you keep clicking things that have to deal with romance or cartoons. It is learning you. The machine is learning you, and it's trying to figure out, well, based off this pattern of your viewership, right? What are the most likely next options for you that you would be interested in based off your patterns? It's learning you. Okay, so that's machine learning. Now I want to get into what's the next one. Let's do algorithm. Algorithm. When you hear the term algorithm, what does that mean? What does that sound like? Does that sound similar to what we just talked about? Is it different? If so, how is it different? Just what comes to your mind when you hear algorithm? Feel free to popcorn. No blue dot. It can be.
Well, I would say I'll jump off. TikTok comes to mind when I hear algorithm these days, only because it's a $1 billion algorithm that they built out, and it's the one thing that they refuse to sell to stay relevant in the United States. I thought that that was really interesting in a documentary I was watching, and it makes you really think about, what did they put into that algorithm to make it so profitable. You think about $1 billion. And when you go on TikTok, you have so many different functions. There's so many different versatile ways that you can do things within that platform based on the algorithm and all that the algorithm is able to do based on your likes, based on your minutes of viewing a certain topic or individual, based on your purchases, or even creating a business. They draw the people to you. So the algorithm also does your marketing. So when I think of algorithm right now, the one that's killing the game is TikTok. I yell.
I love that question. What do you think when you hear that word? Because for the first time, what really stood out to me was the word rhythm, right? Like it's checking out my flow and my rhythm, my way of doing things, the way I'm saying things. It's a rhythm. And it's getting in my groove to give me stuff that I like. So that rhythm piece, but at the same time I am Black, right? So maybe that's why I'm feeling the rhythm thing. But yeah.
I love that. I love that. I don't think I've ever paid attention to the rhythm part of the word either. That's why I like this. I like this. And thank you for pointing that out, Delight. Welcome to the stage. Great to always be in space with you and have you here. We are going over AI terms, and we're starting at the most basic levels that we can, right? Knowing that people are at different stages and phases of learning AI, we're starting at the very bottom, right? Not that we're starting from zero, because everyone is coming with something, but let's talk about it together and no one feel left behind because of where they're starting at. So, algorithm. Is there anybody else that wants to chime in? What do they think of? What's that feeling that they're getting when they hear algorithm? We've heard TikTok. We've heard the rhythm of how I'm moving in an online space. What else? Anything
I like
else?
to share Tim's comment. He put it in the chat. He said, social algorithms are not static, they are dynamic. I thought that was a really good response as well.
Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the dictionary version of the definition, and then we'll go to the simplified version. The dictionary definition of algorithm is a process or set of rules to be followed in calculations or other problem solving operations, especially by a computer. Now, that sounds good for people who like dictionary definitions. How do we simplify that? Well, here's one way to do it. Algorithm is a step by step set of instructions that tells a computer what to do. So, how is that different? We just learned about machine learning, that it's a machine that is learning you. It's learning your patterns that it's seeing, that it's put in front of. But an algorithm is the instructions that a person, a human being, had to give the computer to even go do that, right? Algorithm, again, a step by step set of instructions that tells a computer what to do. So you could have the smartest computer ever, you could have the most expensive computer ever, but it still needs to be told what to do. Okay. Is Let me give you the example that it's giving me is a recipe for baking cookies is like an algorithm for cooking. I don't know if I like that example, but that is one example of an algorithm. Is there anybody else that would like to add on to that? Can we agree on that algorithm simplified definition? A step by step set of instructions that tells the computer what to do. Are we good with that? Green checks, thumbs up or green checks if we're good. Okay, sounds good. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. And while you all are talking about the next word, I'm going to put this one in the chat. If you have missed the first couple that we talked about, just look into the chat. I'm numbering them. So you'll be able to get caught up that way. And we'll also recap at the end. So far, we've talked about artificial intelligence, also known as AI for short. We talked about machine learning, or ML for short. We talked about algorithm. Okay. That's number 3. Now we're going to talk about number 4. And I want to add one more. Okay. So, IoT. IoT. Internet of Things. IoT. Internet of Things. That's the next term. What are um what are the things that you hear, think of, or feel when you hear IoT? And you don't need the blue dot system. You can just come off mic and just say whatever. What do you think Internet of Things is referring to?
I think it's interesting. I was watching Cindy Trim, and she used that term, and I thought she was making up her own terms because she's so intelligent. So she just makes up vocabulary. So it was interesting to see that it's actually an actually a real term, that it associates the kind of the inner working of multiple things. at one time, kind of like what AI agents are or artificial intelligent agents are. They're able to um, get commands and then you utilize processing those commands to different systems, or you call them using different tools to accomplish different tasks that you give them so that you then buy back your time. I yield.
I love that. Anybody else before we get into the dictionary definition and the simplified definition? What is IoT, Internet of Things? What does that refer to?
We got some sort of responses in the comment. Moby said Ring cameras. He also said Samsung refrigerators.
Okay, nice, nice, nice. Anybody else? Okay, we're gonna get into the dictionary definition, and I just completed um, putting number 3 in the chat for algorithm. All right, so here we go for the dictionary definition of IoT. The Internet of Things is a network of physical objects that are connected to the internet and can communicate with each other in other systems. These objects, also known as smart objects, are equipped with sensors, software, and other technologies that allow them to collect and exchange data. That's a very nice dictionary definition. Now we're going to go to the simplified version of that definition. IoT, Internet of Things. What it means is IoT is when everyday objects like lights, our fridges, our watches are connected to the internet so that they can share information and work smarter. So if you've ever been able to, oh man, I left my house and I left the lights on, and you were able to go into your app on your phone and turn the lights off, that was in a smart device. That was Internet of Things. It refers to devices being connected to the internet so that you can access them from almost anywhere, right? Why is this important? It's very important. It's important because this is where our world is headed. We're seeing that even our cars are connected to the internet. Our fridges are connected to the internet. Well, why would that be? Maybe if my milk is going sour, it can give me an alert. Maybe if I'm not at home and I'm forgetting, is there milk in the refrigerator? And there's nobody home that I can call to ask. My app can tell me the contents that is in my refrigerator and tell me if the milk is spoiled or not, if I need to get another one or if it's low, right? That's only possible because my refrigerator is not just a cold box to put stuff in that plugs into the wall. It has sensors in it that can detect things. It has cameras in it where it can visualize what's in there. And then it can communicate to me, no matter where I'm at in the world. Are we low on milk? Is that milk expired? Is it sour? Do we have potatoes? Do we have carrots? Right? Did I leave the lights on? Did I leave the stove on? Right? All of these different things, including if you've seen these robot vacuums that can move around your house and vacuum the house, even when you're not home, right? It can see its way around your house and go vacuum areas where it's detecting dirt. This is an example of IoT. Internet of Things, this idea and this industry of taking everyday products and devices that are in our homes and then turning them smart, right? Turning them smart. Is there anybody else that would like to add to that or want to give an example that they know of?
I've been hearing a lot about lately about smart cities, building these smart cities. So I'm assuming that's, I guess, similar to um, Internet of Things, for a whole city to be smart. I yield.
Absolutely. That's exactly what it is. And there is a push from the United Nations to get a lot uh, of people caught up to this, not just in what are considered like not just here in America, not just in Europe, but even what's considered third world countries and people who don't even have sufficient electricity, right? That they're trying to get everybody kind of caught up to the same standard. And it's for different reasons, to help things run more efficiently, to understand how things move and how to get them to move more efficiently, to be able to have a seeing eye into where resources are, where they need to be allocated. You can do that a lot better when everything is connected online, right? You can see everything a lot clearer. You can move things around a lot more efficiently, and you are in the know instead of having to guess or rely on third party information. Yep, smart cities. It's also going to be how cars stay connected to networks and how they'll be able to move around and drive you. Trucks will be able to drive themselves and deliver products. Drones will be able to go and do deliveries because all of these devices, these cards are going to be connected to the internet, and it will be able to get instructions from humans in the forms of algorithms, right? To go and then do something. It's going to have machine learning to learn when it's on the road. Oh, that is a stop sign, or oh, that's snow, or oh, that's that. It's the machine is learning as it goes, and it's operating based off of the instructions that we've programmed it to do, right? So all of these things are working together, all under the AI umbrella. And that's why the terms are important. And the more you hear them, the more that you use them, the more you have examples for them, the easier it will be to understand where all of this is going. I promise you, it's not as difficult as people have tried to make it seem. All right, y'all. We are doing a great job. We are on, I believe, number 4. Athena, it is on you while I type this in.
Great points, and I love that zero. Smart cities are definitely a reality and coming to a city near you. Now that California has halfway burnt down, they'll definitely be building a smart city there. You can definitely look for that to be a fact. Um, I think smart cities and where we're headed with artificial intelligence is a catch 22 in the sense of what smart cities are really designed to do. It really isn't about liberty or freedom. It's more about control and power, but that's a whole nother topic of conversation, but a very interesting one to look into if you do have a smart city coming near you, which we do here in Hawaii, which will be in the city of Lahaina, which burnt down just like California is about a year ago. So we are looking to see our first smart city built in that location, which is prime real estate. If anyone knows about the cost of land in Hawaii and those types of things. Moby put in a pretty cool response in the chat. He said OnStar. I haven't heard that word in so long, but my first car that wasn't a piece of junk had OnStar, and I thought that that was such a dope feature to be able to talk to a human and get roadside assistance or get directions right from the comfort of your car. Even if I wrecked my car, it would be able to recognize that I'd been in an accident and send help where I was. Any destination or any location, it would be able through satellites to identify where my location was. So I thought that that was a dope response. Brandon in the comments said I.O.T equals the smartening of everything or items humans use. And then Mr. Land My Plane Tim said zero. Technically, anything that moves is considered in the robot category and not IoT, period. It is implied that robots have IoT capabilities. A little spicy down there, but he won't come to the stage. So I thought I would share that on his behalf. I yield.
I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Tim, at any given time, you are more than welcome to come to the stage and defend your comment. Would you like to come up? I'm about to send you an invite. The people would love to hear your voice, sir. At some point, you can't hide behind the white dot.
I just want to
Y'all see his white dot?
come up in case you want to
Do
say
y'all
something.
see the white dot?
Shady
the,
boots.
the invisible man downstairs? Okay, that's him. Well, if you ever decide to grace us with your presence, sir, we will be more than welcome to have you.
Well, one
Thank you
thing,
for your
Z,
contribution.
um, is it Aki? He wanted to kind of get his comment in before you moved on to the next
Yeah.
one. He said he wanted to
Yeah,
say
some
that
money to give
he
away
made
too.
a
Me too. I got
custom
money to give away.
artificial
Let me bring my other
intelligence
folks up.
model on ethical hacking. I think that's pretty dope.
Yeah, it is. Thank you. Hello?
Yes,
You're
you're on.
welcome.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Did you wanna say something quick about it before we move to the next word?
Uh, as of right now, I'm still giving it its knowledge base and the parameters. That's about it.
Understood. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the stage. Thank you for contributing. So, for all the newcomers that are new to the room, we're going over basic AI terminology. So far, we have gone over artificial intelligence, also known as AI. We have gone over machine learning, also known as ML. We have gone over algorithm, and we've gone over Internet of Things. Okay. I've put all of those things in the chat and I've numbered them. So you should see that we are on number 5 now. There are 4 that have already been added there. Just look in the chat for that. Number 5, we are moving on to the next word. And how we've structured this is I say a word, we all kind of talk about it based off what we think it means. Then we read the dictionary structured definition and then we simplify that so that we can move forward with a general understanding from different angles. Okay. All right. So this next word that we are going to jump to is NLP, natural language processing. Natural language processing, also known as NLP. What do y'all hear when y'all hear that? Like, what is that? Have you heard that in any kind of sense before? What is that? Popcorn. Anybody want to take a stab at it? Natural language processing. What does that make you think of when you hear that? Processing natural language. What could that be referring to?
I'll go. This is Tashelle. I what it makes me think of is actually teaching a machine or the computer through our natural language, through our voices. That's what it makes me think of. I have no idea what it is, though.
Okay. Thank you, Tashelle, for coming off the mic and giving a contribution. Is there anybody else that would like to go before we read the dictionary definition? No? Okay. I'm going to read the dictionary definition, okay? Natural language processing. NLP stands for natural language processing, a field that uses machine learning to help computers understand and interact with human language. NLP is a subfield of artificial intelligence that combines computer science, linguistics, and statistical modeling. Okay? A field that uses machine.
You say it may be a bit expensive and you're not able to make money at this time. If you get so much half a cent in USD and it adds up to $25, you're able to cash out. And if you have a account connected to Fanbase, it'll cash out on the first of the month. The first time you cash out, it takes 5 to 7 business days to actually get to your account. But after the first time, the very second time, it's 1 to 2 business days. So you get what you give for the community. But some people may love on your posts or videos that you may put up. You may not have to buy no hearts at all, but it's best to give hearts in order to receive hearts. That's what the creators economy.
My second question. Is there any other cash app that can I use a great cash app? if I cannot have a paper because I'm not sure if paper work in my country. I've not even been able to use paper to withdraw from the other social media account I'm also running. Yeah. So can I use a Great Cash App, or is there any other one you
Yes,
want to recommend?
yes, you can use the Cash App card. It's just Fanbase is partnered up with PayPal, also with Linktree, where you can create a Linktree source for your social media to channel it back to Fanbase. But you are able to use Cash App to cash out, or if you have a bank that is transferable between Nigeria and the U.S., you'll be able to use that too. So Cash App is cool, banking is cool, PayPal is even better for you.
So which of the Cash App do you recommend I can use? Because aside paper, I can't use paper. Like paper does not hold money for us in Nigeria.
No, you can still
I'm
use
not
your
sure.
Cash App card and Cash App account. You can use that. It's fine.
Let me
Which
step
one do you
in. Let
recommend?
me let me step in for a minute because when it comes to banking and transactions, and then you're in another country, there's different regulations. So PayPal was assigned to use international banking accounts. So if you can't use PayPal, that's the only one that we have right now. So if it's not working, then you would either have to shake your phone and let them know to see if there's something else that they can do, especially if the cash card that you have is from another country. Is that cash card that you have US or is it in the country that you reside?
It's in the country that I reside.
Right. So there's different regulations. So definitely, if you can't add your Cash App card, you can definitely try it. I'll say try it first. And if it works, it works. But if it don't, then you would have to submit a ticket to see how else you'll be able to receive compensation when you cash out. But that is further down the line. Your cash outs happen up to $25. So unless you're having large, loves dropped on you, when that can happen too. But the cash out is every month, so you still would have to wait until that first of the month to get the next one.
Okay, okay. I really want to be committed to this app. I want to be committed, and I want to earn. But there's only some, should I say, some challenges. The other day, I couldn't upload a long video, and another time, I couldn't like what I upload. Like, I'm not saying the heart, just normal like. So it was later on that that one started working. But so I just want
Okay.
to.
But I definitely want to let you know this isn't the tech department, right? So we are onboarding, but we don't have any technical advice to give you if you're having any. But you can definitely shake your phone if there's any problems that you're having. And that's the way that you can submit the ticket to our direct department. Okay.
Okay. So can I have the hat now?
Oh, one
You gave
way.
everybody
So,
hat. Come on.
so,
Everyone has a hat. I'm not
so
seeing a
one
hat.
way, one way, when you go into the audio rooms, one way to find out if you have hearts is if you click the silhouette at the top of you'll see it says 14 people in the room. If you click that, you'll see how many people in the room, and then you'll see how many people gave you hearts. So, but just like Love said, if you give hearts, you will get love. If you, if you know, or people may like your content. So, this a content created app. So if you're posting content, you have a better chance of getting hearts, right? So, and if you're in the audio rooms talking to people, people like, you know, you don't have to beg for hearts, but if people like like what you're doing, they'll give you hearts. So this app is, for the people. So you just have to, you have to engage, you have to, interact with people and make friends and build your own fan base. So, and that's the way the app works.
Okay.
Go
The
ahead,
major
Nick. You
reason
came
why.
off mic.
Sorry. I'm sorry for that. The major reason why I talked about the heart, can I get heart now? It's not because I intend to beg for a heart. It was because of what the other guy said. Love those. He said once you come up, we will give you a heart. So I'm seeing heart in the others people head, like they're carrying a heart. Everybody is carrying a heart. There's no heart on my head. So I have to say, can I get a
So,
heart now?
yes. So you see that silhouette at the top of your page, the that says 14 people in a room.
Yeah.
If you, I'll say, so tap on that.
Oh, wow.
Okay,
It just changed
that's
it
how
to
you tell
green.
how many hearts you have and who gave you hearts.
Oh
So
my God. People love me. Thank you for the love. You guys are amazing. Oh my God. Can I scream? Can I laugh? Oh no, it's not allowed to
You can
laugh here.
screenshot it. It's
Oh,
fine. It's fine. You can screenshot it. But also, next to the silhouette, you see that heart up there. It tells you the count of hearts you've got since you've been on stage. So you also been shown love in the comments. You can get love in your DMs. But the audio room being on stage is one of the best places to receive a lot of hearts, specifically when you're speaking or when people are checking out your page and loving all your content, because that will happen. So we always, as fan ambassadors, that's everybody that's in the room right now, on the top with the green crowns and the gold crown, like myself, we give out love to those on stage basically to welcome you properly and give you a virtual hug. But we also
oh
ask
my
that every
God.
person in the room follow everyone, because you want to make sure that you're keeping up with certain people. This helps the algorithm and it helps you reciprocate and participate in a creator's economy. Hey, Bernie, I'm gonna invite you up, bro. What's going on, sir? How you doing, Miss Jennifer?
hello, hello, hello.
What's happening?
Oh, I'm doing pretty great. I'm just going through and working the room and inviting everyone. How are you doing today, everyone?
Doing
I'm
well, and thank you
following
for all the
everyone
invites that
else's
you're
needs,
inviting
I'm
in.
trying to say.
Good, good, good.
Joyce looks
Um,
very familiar. Like, I wonder, am I following? Let me see. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm already following her. That's the reason why she looks so familiar. Okay.
I love these rooms when you
I
guys are on
wasn't.
board.
Hey, welcome. I'm broadcasting. But welcome. Hey, Bernie, Jennifer, Steph. Let me see. I gotta look. Stephanie, Nikki, and everyone at the bottom. Martin, Sharia, Surya. There's a Sharia and a Surya. Ooh. G. Callie, Dr. Love Spell, Cassie, Corey, D. J166. Welcome. And I did say Bernie, right? Welcome to fan base, y'all.
Somebody wants to know what the crowns mean.
Thank you.
I got you.
D wants to know what the crowns mean.
I got you. I'll put you on mute, Miss Jennifer, real quick. So the crowns mean the green crowns mean moderator. The gold crown mean master moderator, or the person that's at the top left. I'm the one that created the room. And when I invite people in to help me moderate what's going on, maybe they can answer questions or put some information into the chat to help people as long as we keep going with the room, because I'll be checking back and forth. Sometimes I go in profiles, but while I'm playing a video during a watch party, that's what we're doing right now, I'm not able to leave the room at all. It may slow down or glitch when I go into the chat, so I try to stay in the chat just a little bit to answer and respond to questions. But Joyce and Silver Fox are two, as Joyce would say, historians of fan base as well as myself. Me and Joyce been here for about 2 years, going on 3. Silver's been here since the app been in inception. Now, anytime that you want to make money while you're in a room, you are welcome to comment. You're welcome to ask to come on stage to actually be a part of the conversation. You will make hearts up here because we try our best to make sure we participate in the creators economy by showing love to you. You're able to buy hearts to show love to others as well. So the next thing I'm going to do is play the Forbes interview after I get a response from Bernie real quick. This is an interview with Forbes and Isaac to tell you why the app was created. Now, if you're having a problem hearing, if you have an Android, please turn up your volume. You can actually do your media volume separately, which that's what you'll need to actually hear a lot better. And then for your iPhones, you will want to put on your earbuds to be able to hear the commentary a whole lot better. Now, I will say I do have my audio turned all the way up. And you're welcome, Miss Cassie. I do have my audio turned all the way up on my phone so you can hear it better, but it still may be low for you. But this is our way of giving you a virtual hug, welcome you to the app properly. And as y'all see, you can't do this nowhere else. You can do it here. Go ahead, Bernie.
Well, I didn't say nothing.
Oh, no, I was inviting you to talk. I thought you were going to give us a Luther real quick.
I got to sing too. Oh, come on now. I just love the way these rooms work, and you guys onboard the new folks, and then when they see how this thing is not patronized, how it is monetized right off the bat from the moment they complete their sign in, start their app. I think this is one of the best apps I've ever been on. It has some room to grow, but it is freaking awesome in my opinion. I give it in the next few years, based on what Isaac did earlier today, showed us where he was in a pecking order of apps and how much they've been downloaded. This app is gonna get pretty popular. I'm hoping it gets where it's supposed to go, and most people here, I love them to death. I tell you that much. But this is an awesome app. Welcome, whoever's new.
And thank you very much, Bernie. Go ahead, Jim. Go ahead, Miss Jennifer. Miss Jennifer, you can come off mic before I start the video. Go ahead, mommy.
Okay, I had a question. We don't have to talk about it right now, but eventually, like Brother Man had mentioned about monetizing, and so I wanted to know, like just starting off in this new platform, what can we be looking forward to? I know everything is all, based upon, your content and how people respond. I understand that, but what is a realistic starter goal to have my team of content creators, Christian content creators, be looking at to just come in here and start moving around and expecting to make, like if we did a challenge on the starting February 1st, what kind of goals do you think it would be good to set by March 1st, since the pay date to monetize will be March 1st, as long as it's after $25.
Yeah, I was starting at 25. But I'll let Bernie answer, then I'll come back. Go ahead, Bernie.
Asking me, I think it varies. It depends on your participation, how often you're in the room, how long you keep your rooms open, how people gravitate to you. I'm not a content creator per se. I do a lot of, I got a few pictures in my profile. I have earned several hundreds of dollars. I haven't made any thousands yet, but I don't even attempt to. Just the everyday connection with people here has earned me several $100s here. I've never made a penny on Instagram. I've never made a penny on TikTok or Facebook, and I've been on Facebook for years and Instagram for years, and not a dime. I just made what 6 cent just now. Just started talking, and 6 cent just popped up in my thing. So you can make money by giving good content, having people follow you, being clean. Uh, I won't say clean, but when you appeal to people and they like you, and you get a following, and if you get the following of the people that like to, um, what I would say, play into the ecosystem as well, like those of us that like to give out hearts, there's a lot of people that won't, but there's many that will, and they're generous as well. You will see the benefits. And if you're consistent on a regular basis, and you come in here on a regular basis, I can't tell you a specific dollar amount, but there are people here that are making $1,000, over a couple of $1,000 a month. So some make a penny or two a month, but it depends on what you decide to put in. What you put in is what you get out.
And I'm so glad you said that, Bernie. And that is key, Miss Jennifer. The key is consistency. Like people that want to go on TikTok every day, Instagram, whatever platform you're on, it takes you to get thousands of views or going viral before you're actually able to make money. When here you can make money from day one. Now, the actual official goal is to get $25 to be able to cash out. It used to be 50, but now it's 25. And just like Mr. Bernie just said, there are some people on here that cash out thousands of dollars a month, but it depends on your subscriptions. And this is what goes into your plan. For everybody, please listen very closely. Your subscriptions can start out between $2.99 and $4.99 a month, which you only split with the app. So you gain 50%, the app gets 50% to take care of 30 for Google Play Store and Apple, and then the app only collects 20. So with that being said, is everything that you post on your page, as long as you own it, it's yours. So treat it like a publishing, like you're an underground artist or author or anything like that. Anything you post on your page is yours. If anybody share from it, they got to give you a percentage from them sharing on other apps, or give you a percentage for taking your idea, because now you have a digital imprint where it's actually yours as long as your page is open and you keep your account going and current. Hopefully that answers the question a little bit better.
Yes, and thank you, Nikki, for following me. I see that you're following me back. I really appreciate it.
So
And I don't see anybody else, but whoever did, thank you.
just to show you an example, I just gave you
Okay.
some hearts, and I also showed you that way in the room when you're talking. Someone can give you hearts by pressing the heart over your PTR, right? And 100, if there's 100, 500, or
Mm-hmm.
1,000 will pop up, and they can give you that, or they can just tap your heart if they want to just give you one or two. Also, your comments can be monetized. So I just went in and showed you that as well. Every picture that you port over here can be monetized. If a person likes it, they can like it, they can leave a comment, or they can actually give you some loves on it. And this goes back and forth. This happens. You can put 1,000 pictures in here and not come back in here for 10 days. And there could be maybe 100,000 people look at your pictures, and there's possibility that they can drop hearts on it if it moves them that way. So you can make money. It just happens. It can just happen. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I actually see that to be a realistic thing, and I haven't really had a chance to really give it a chance, but it's most definitely in the plan. And I really like the fact that whatever content we put on here belongs to us. Um, I really appreciate that. And so, Joyce, you're saying that you're streaming. That's something that I'm interested in doing, like Duo. Are you using the app to stream multiple, or are you just using different devices?
She's probably busy.
Yeah, she be using several devices at
Yeah,
Oh,
when
once.
you
yeah.
broad,
Your audio.
I'm sorry,
So,
when you broadcast, you get lots of echo. So this
I'm
profile,
sorry.
I can't really talk on it, but the one at the bottom, that's my other profile. You can follow it. But yeah, I'm actually just learning how to do it since the watch party came on, and I use StreamYard, and I figured out how to capture the web version of this audio room. So then I was able to still keep the audio, because with the watch party, not to go into too technical, I no longer was able to stream and get the audio too. I could just get the video.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for responding to my question.
All right. So I'd like for everybody to mute up. I'm about to play this video. It's about 20 minutes with some information that you can use. I will tell you that in the chat, at the very top of the chat, I do have 4 links there that you're able to use on your own for fan base tutorial, branding, audio rooms, and fan base news, and learn how to do things here on fan base to help you that maybe I might not offer the information, but I will give you a lot of information. I will be playing a lot of videos to make sure that I give you everything that you need before you actually start off your fan base journey. And the best part about it, we do give fan base hugs. Cassie, I will answer your question. Could I do a watch party for my Amazon Live shopping stream? I believe you can. If you can either do it on live or you can go through StreamYard to YouTube, because for the watch party we can only use YouTube links at this time. J D'Angelo Travel, do you think they will add co-hosting video streams down the road? Yes, I do. I really do. We're even talking about getting dual lives where we can have multiple people on the live. Honestly, every vertical on the app can be exclusive where people will have to pay for your content or subscribe to your page. That's a better way to make money, have subscriptions. But the only vertical on this whole entire app that you cannot put content on is the flicks, which basically our YouTube shorts, TikTok videos, or your Instagram videos that go up. And please make sure you follow everybody in the room. And I'm going through the chat now. Yeah, co-hosting streams. But this app was actually specifically created for content creation itself. What we do here, have our communities that we start together. I would encourage everybody to actually start a camp. That is another way to gain followers here or gain subscribers to win camps. So you're following a person, will get notifications.
Are you talking? I can't hear. Can y'all hear him?
I got kicked out of the room. My bad. I'm back.
Okay, that's cool. I'll see.
Thank you. You follow people and you start your camp so people can get notifications on when you're starting your rooms. Try to stay consistent as possible by keeping a specific time. You are able to get added to the audio room schedule. As long as you stay consistent and you ask for it, please stay consistent, because that's what's going to keep people coming to your spaces. That's what's going to make people know you and feel near and dear to you to actually support. You can do your donations or you can make your living off the app. I cannot say what you will do. I cannot see into the future what will happen. If you dedicate yourself for the consistency, because we do have consistent people, different that we came from ourselves, like the editing room. Then you have the dressing room, which is a branded room ran by Big Scale, not a little one. But she's consistent every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You have Joyce here. She does her onboarding rooms throughout the week, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 1 to 3 Eastern Standard Time. I do my rooms at 8 p.m. Eastern, but my schedule varies because my time with my job alternates between day and night. So when I do have my rooms, it's mainly on the weekends. I do advise you follow the 3 people up top. Myself is Love Those Who Love You, Silver Fox, Luxury Brand, and Joyce, because we will give you the information that you need. And plus, we're fan ambassadors. We do this for free. We volunteer, but we want you to feel welcome when you come to the app. Get that virtual hug and let us know exactly how we can help you achieve basically a higher version of yourself on this app, because TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all that, they don't pay you. Not from day one. And as I said, if you're able, and I'm gonna do this before I actually start the video, for everybody that's been invited on stage and that's new, for the 4 people that are here, Have you received any hearts since you've been on stage, or have you made any money? Come on one by one. Miss Nikki, you first.
Yes, I have. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I have. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate y'all.
Say, what about you and Miss Jennifer? Can y'all hear me okay? Or did I blink out the room again?
Okay.
I can hear you.
I have made. I'm trying to check the figure. I think it's 1 something dollars. Oh, thank you. Can I scream now?
And Miss Jennifer, have you made any money?
Where
Go ahead.
are you? Hey, where are you? Ashan? How you say it? Ashan?
Okay, look at my name. Osayinde.
Oh,
Osayinde. Like Osayinde. Yeah.
Osayende. I can get you. I got you. Osayende. Where
Yeah,
you
yeah.
located? Where are you?
Benin City, Edo State, Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay. Now to receive that, in your profile or in your I guess in your settings, you're gonna have to put a card on there so you can pull it down. And that's also how
Yeah.
you purchase. That's how you purchase the loves as well. Now, if you want to just stack it and not pull the $25 down, you take the card off and it'll just stack. I might have about $600 sitting there right now. No, I don't. I take that back. I might have $100 sitting there now.
Okay.
So you don't have to cash out. But if you don't cash out on the first, if there's no card there, you got to wait the whole next month.
Whoa. Okay. So how can I put my, I kind of do a lot of song. Sometime I've created visual tutorials for video editing and everything that has to do with media and entertainment. So how do I is it equate? Okay, how do I put this thing on my account and how can I start attracting more engagement? Yeah,
I
that's
got
the
you.
question.
I got
Yeah.
you. Just like I said earlier, follow everybody in the room. Let everybody follow you. You'll use the migration tool later on to actually migrate your TikTok and migrate your Instagram so you can keep your content that you've had already. We're going to be answering more questions shortly. So this video is about 20 minutes to let you know the basis of how Fanbase was founded, and it's from Isaac himself. So please pay attention. If you have any other questions, feel free to ask them in the chat. Thank you.